Senate President Akpabio says court lacks jurisdiction to hear Natasha's case. Court adjourned to March 25. My dear listeners, as I move to the full details, kindly please ensure you like, subscribe to this channel and share. Kindly please stay tuned as I read today's news too. Senate President Godswill Akpabio has launched a legal battle to stop the Federal High Court in Abuja from hearing a suit filed against him and the Senate by suspended Kogi Central Senator Natasha Uduaghan. Akpabio, through his legal team led by senior lawyer Kehinde Ogunwumiju San, argued that the court lacks the jurisdiction to interfere in the internal affairs of the Senate. At Monday's proceedings, Ogunwumiju insisted that Uduaghan had failed to properly serve court document, making it impossible for him to file the necessary response to challenge the competence of the suit. Akpabio is not the only defendant in the case. Others include the clerk of the National Assembly, the Senate itself, and the chairman of the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions. But Uduaghan's lawyer, Michael Numasan, dismissed the claim of improper service, pointing to affidavits in the court records confirming that all defendants had been served. Justice Obiora Egwatu, after reviewing the affidavit, confirmed that service had indeed been effected. With that settled, Akpabio's legal team quickly pushed for an adjournment, arguing that more time was needed to harmonize all court process. Following an agreement between the lawyers, Justice Egwatu adjourned the case to March 25, ordering all parties to file and exchange necessary documents before then. This development follows the court's interim order on March 4, which barred the Senate Committee on Ethics, Privileges and Public Petitions from proceedings with disciplinary actions against Uduaghan. However, in a brazen disregard for the court's directive, the committee went ahead with its proceedings and slammed the senator with a 6-month suspension. The Nigerian Senate had also issued a statement clarifying the reasons behind the 6-month suspension of Senator Natasha Uduaghan, representing Kogi Central following widespread public criticisms and allegations of bias. In an official press release from the office of the leader of the Senate, Senator Bamidele Okpeyemi, the Senate refuted claims that Uduaghan's suspension was linked to allegations of sexual harassment against Senate President Godswill Akpabio. The statement emphasized that her suspension was due to persistent act of misconduct, blatant disregard for the provisions of the Senate Standing Orders 2023 as amended, and gross indiscipline. The Senate narrated that on February 25, 2025, Uduaghan allegedly refused to sit in her assigned seat during plenary despite multiple requests from the minority leader and other senior senators, which was viewed as an act of open defiance. She purportedly spoke without recognition from the presiding officer on the same day, violating established parliamentary procedures. The Senate also accused her of engaging in the unruly and disruptive behavior that obstructed the orderly conduct of Senate proceedings and making abusive and disrespectful remarks against the Senate leadership. Finally, the Senate stated that she defied summons from the Senate Committee on Ethics and Privileges, which was mandated to investigate cases of misconduct. My dear listeners, now I've come to the end of our today's news. Please do drop by at the comment section and let us know what your view is all about. Thank you for listening.